Hello, myself Nagul Meera. I'm a Liferay certified professional in portal development and I'm also working for one software company as Liferay senior consultant. So today my first session which is on Liferay. So I'm going to discuss about what is Liferay and what are the features of Liferay, and it's more of introduction of Liferay and remaining like a portlet technology and all. So agenda like introduction to Liferay, and we need to talk about the implementation of portlet technology, which is based on JSR 168 and 286 standards, and we will all in the JSR 168 and 286 we have portlet life cycle and other information like Liferay installation and how Liferay overview, how it is user interface and admin interface. And also we talking about the other leading portal technologies in the market. So first of all we will discuss about what is Liferay. Liferay is a portal technology which based on JSR 168 and 286 implementation. So we can say simply like Liferay is a web-based application and which will which will available in the web, so that we can request for web application, we can get response and all. So as a portal it's have a lot of features and many business needs we can fulfill from these portals. So Liferay is like open source enterprise portal and it will be available in free of cost. We can install it, we can use it, we can develop portrait application using Liferay, and we can design our website and also free of cost. We can also have enterprise edition that is licensed to one, but we will have community edition so that we can use it in our environments and in our development prospect, or else you can create your own applications. So Liferay is more of like a portal technology which based on JSR implementation, like it's a portlets, all about the portlets. So generally it's like what is a web portal. Portal application is like some kind of like it's a central point where many resources are available, and it will keep in one place and we can access from the web. For example, it may be pages, it may be a websites, like it may be a collection of websites and collection of web pages and collection of files and documents. Whatever it is, the portal will bring the all the things in one place so that we can access from those points. This is how generally portals are implemented in the internet. For example, Yahoo portals. If you go into the Yahoo portal, you can see many features like Yahoo Answers and Yahoo Cricket and Yahoo Business and Yahoo Stock Market, and many things they can maintain in one place, so that we can access from on single point all these features and all this information and all. That is how portals are built. So it may be like collection of website. If you go into Yahoo, you can see many website, collection of website. The Yahoo Create is another separate website, and Yahoo Business is website like Yahoo Weather, all these things. So same like Google also have given a bunch of applications like Google Gmail and Google Search and Google Books, Google Calendar, all these things. The same way like we can access something like files and images, everything from those specific point. That is how we can say portals are like a central point of repository, or some can say we can say point which will we get the all this data. Now like we will talking about the portal features. Generally what will happen, any portal which have some kind of a generic features, so that we at least the port as a portal it should fulfill some basic needs of the business needs. So in that, like we can say like the portal should supporting different various integrations. Like the portals, as I said, the portal is the single point where we can get the more information. So that is how to make like that we may be chance to need to integrate with some other environment or integrate another application into the portal, then only we can show more information from the portals. So the portals like web-based platforms, like as I said, it will be available in internet, so it purely is like a kind of a web application things. So the portals, like we can see more of pages and content and images in the portals, am I right? To managing all these things, we can say like a web content management system. So web content management systems, we can provide like changing the content and deleting or updating or changing the content. This is all like created on the fly, even without doing any program. If you want to add some new news to the portal or new news to the new stock to the portal, stock website, we simply log in as some admin and we can add the configuration and all that. The same, you can update the news, you can update the events and all from the portal. That is how, to maintain all these things, we will have a web content management system. So collaborative platform is meaning like there is the people together can work with some kind of applications like blogs, calendars and wikis and message boards. Through this, the people can communicating and talking each other. So like blogs will, whatever the knowledge you have, you can share on the blog, so some other user can view the blog and he can get the information and he can give the comments and all. The same like wikis also, same kind of stuff, writing about some particular thing, like more of like sharing the information kind of. Calendar means we can create the events and we can share the events with some other people, and so that we can schedule the events and all from the calendars. The same like message boards more of like a make a discussion forums, like if we have any doubts and you can post it, and some the people, the well-known expertise people can answer for those forums, and so that you can understand, you can solve your problems from these discussions. And so same like a social networking features like Facebook and Twitter, the same kind of features we can implement in the portals, like so that we have lots of applications to achieve all these features. So this is how, as a portal, it should support the minimum features and minimum basic needs which should be implemented in the portal. It's a general meaning of the portal. So like apart from this one, we have lots of features, as I said, like collection of applications. Collection of applications means we one portal may have multiple applications. As I said, we have multiple applications, like so single sign-on and single sign-out concept. Like for example, we have multiple sites, am I right? So in the multiple sites, what will happen, different sites we cannot log in individually. Instead of that one, you can make some kind of a mechanism to log in with one time login with the portal, so that we can access any site again, no need to re-login into the individual site. That is how we need to, the portal have implemented some concept called single sign-on and single sign-out. The personalization, like once you log in, whatever your desired information, whatever your interested things, those kind of information should be visible in your dashboard or whatever your personal page. That is how the portal will support personalization concept. Like for example, I'm a person, I'm living in Hyderabad, so I need to I need to interest to view only Hyderabad, and read about Hyderabad local news. So that time my news, there is some application, my news, I will configure the Hyderabad location, so that as soon as I log in into my dashboard or my personal page, it will show the Hyderabad related news. That is how they implement, the portal will implement the features. The same like public and private pages. Like private pages means like personal pages, there only the information which is visible to relevant to me once I log in. The public pages means I want to share my things, or I want to share my information or content to the other people who can view my website, or we can view my page. I want to show something to the other people, so that I can create some public pages and I can post my information in the public pages. That is how public pages and private pages. Role based authorization, because any application we have a different role people. Based on the role, we need to give the access tools or some kind of a features to the people. So for example, admin people can do lots of things in the portal or websites. So normal guest user or normal free account holder users can get some limited features in that particular thing. So permissions, the permissions nothing but something like the action which can be performed on particular object. Like for example, I'm a person, I can view the only document. Somebody person, they maybe have edit permission. That is how we will decide the action upon object. Like it is a document is kind of an object, so we can define the action, like whether it is edit or it is a view or it is delete action or update action, we can decide it by from permissions. So international support means any portal, like we should minimum support like multiple languages and multiple platforms. That means like the portal can support multiple languages. Means I'm a Indian person, I can read some, I'm very interested about Hindi language, somebody English language, French language. So that is how the portal simply can change the language so that it can change the content in the local languages. So that is how general the portals are supporting the I-89 support. And also multiple platforms means like I'm a person, I'm developing my applications in like any Java application, but I want to use the applications in .NET also. That is how my features should be exposed as some other environment using web services or some other concept we are using into other environment. And it is also supporting multi-platforms means like I can deploy these portals into different environments, like Windows environment, or I can deploy into Linux environments. I can host these all this portal into Mac or some other cloud and all things. That is how that should be supporting multi-platforms. So coming to Liferay portal, so what are the features I covered in the portal features? All features it will cover by Liferay portal. Means we can say like Liferay portal also covering having lots of features which will cover generic features. The actual Liferay portal behavior, how it should be, it will cover all the things. So now coming to the like same, like we can say Liferay is a portal based technology which consists of lot of features, generic features, and it will cover the more of business needs which will regularly we generally come across in our real life. So that is how the Liferay have implemented many features like personalization. As I said, like once user login, they need to view their personal information. That is how we have a personal public page and private pages. Private page is more of like user specific information or user interested information they can view or they can get from the private pages. The public page more of like what are the information you want to share with others, or what is information you want to make it as a public view, they can make it as public pages. So and also Liferay have designed 80 plus portlets, and means portlet you can 80 plus applications based on different business needs. Like we have a different portlet applications like wikis, blogs, and all more than 80 they have given. So that as a person, if I am using Liferay portal, I can get 80 plus applications, so that I can build my own portal with these 80 plus portlet applications. Like same, like as I said, like normal portal features like single sign on and single sign out implementation. In Liferay also giving such kind of flexibility to implementing single sign on and single sign out. So for this, it was supported many integration of the single sign on SSO implementers like CAS, central authentication service, and Facebook integration, and Mindtree also. It's kind of a single sign on single sign out. So that is how we can use CAS, Facebook, and Mindtree, so that we can use these things. I can integrate it simply by admin configuration, so that we can integrate all these things. Workflow management. Generally if you take any process, like anything, we need some kind of a workflow process. For example, I say like I'm a publishing content. So before publishing the content, or before news, first the news reviewer should review the news, and then only If they accepted, then it should be published. So first, as a news content writer, I'm writing the content, I'm submitting to the reviewer, and then reviewer review the content, and if it is okay, then he can publish the content. Otherwise he can send back the news and changes with changes, so that again the content reviewer or content writer can modify the content and send back to the news reviewer. So this is how some kind of a workflow involved in this process. So to make it this workflow and automation all these things, we have a workflow management. So Liferay have such support to make such process as a workflow. So easy integration with other platforms to like a service oriented architecture means I'm a like I have a portal, am I right? So I want to expose my services, my features into other environment. So for that way, Liferay implemented a service oriented architecture, so that all Liferay portal features and functionality as exposed at web services, so that other environment can consume this web service and they can use these things using like SOAP web services or REST web services. This is how Liferay support for exposing their services as web services. Like Liferay portal, based on the contextual use, they are divided into different kind of pieces, that like a sites and organization and user groups. All these things, like in the business real scenarios, we might come across all these kind of things. Like site means it's a collection of web content and documents and all users, all this information in the one place is a site. The organization is similar to the site, but here the scope of the organization when compared with site limited, like within organization specific to the one organization. And the user group means like the same interested people, we made it as one category, so that is called user group. So all these kind of features to make to fulfill real business needs, so that Liferay portal implemented all these features. So we can say there are many features like suitable to various industry. Like I'm going to use Liferay platform into my industries. Like it can be adapted to any kind of information in industries like information technologies, pharmacy, government bodies, healthcare, and insurance agencies or insurance companies. So because this as I said, like it's a portal, it's a collection of many applications, and so that we can lots of choices to adapt to any of organizations. And also, like as I said, like portal have lots of users and lots of features is there. Each user might not use all the functionality or all the features of portal, so that we have some kind of authorization. This kind of authorization will be using the roles. Means as I said, like we have a different kinds of people, role people. Like if I take a school management system, I might have student, faculty, and staff. So that is how we create the roles, and we can decide some authorization to the each role, so that we can limit the scope of the user in the website. That is how the roles will come in, we can use in the portals. So any website, we need some kind of a better look and feel, and the look and feel also not be like a programming way. It should be changing like simply by changing some something. Simply we need to change. So that is how Liferay can support different kinds of themes and layouts, so that we can change the layout of the pages, and we can change the colors and the look and feel of the portal with simple configurations. So that is how they build in some kind of a customization of UI with simple any the people who little knowledge on CSS and this JavaScript, they simply can configure from as an admin, so that the custom UI will be changed. So and also to maintain all these configurations, and to add new things or delete things, they have given something called administration control panel, so that the control panel have lots of features, so that admin can maintain the portal or doing anything in the portal. So that is how they implemented dashboard. At the same time, we have a use portal. Portals are collection of pages and content and all these things. So to make better search and to give exact result and the properly, they have implemented some popular search engines like Lucene and Solar search engines. So this is already integrated in Liferay portal, so that to it will give better search results. So that is how they integrated search engines. As I said, like any site, any site or organization in the Liferay portal, we need to arrange with some web content. So web content consists of like images and text content, and see text content with different look and feel, so that for the to editing and creating and publishing the robust web content management system in Liferay, so that as a person we can create the content, delete the content in the websites, and we can manage all these things from web content management system. Apart from this one, we have because we need to some store some documentations in the portal, so that we need to have some kind of repository where we need to store all these files, documents, whatever the PDFs are, Excels or any MS documents. So for this reason, the Liferay implemented feature application called document library. The document library is kind of a repository where store all the documents. So generally in the popular implementation, like we document repository implementation was done in Liferay. The same thing like open source features. Like open source features means we can develop some application simply by JavaScript and CSS and HTML, so that we can deploy this application into Liferay portal. That is called a social gadget. Social gadget is simply implemented or developed by simple JavaScript and HTML kind of stuff. So that is how they are adding some feature like deploying these social apps, open social apps into the Liferay. For example, there are lots of gadgets available in the internet, like calendar gadgets and some weather gadgets and all. So these are all developed from some different people. They are developed in CS and JavaScript through the web services. So those kind of web applications, we simply get it and we can deploy into Liferay portals. And also Liferay also have given their own marketplace. There we can get lots of applications, portlet applications or Liferay applications. So it's simply like a Google Play Store, and how on an Android mobile we can installing all these apps into our phone. Same like Liferay portal also having marketplace. As a admin, I can go there and I can install all these features from the marketplace. And also like with any software which is having complex deployment or complex installation, it's very problem to user can use it. So but Liferay having the easy deployment or easy installation features, like for example, simply get some kind of software, you can run the server, your portal will be ready. And also if you want to deploy any new application, we have simple process. We place the application into some X directory, it will automatically deploy. That is how they have given easy installation and implementation. So this is one of the good feature of Liferay. So apart from this one, and we also have Liferay sync. We already know sync concept. Sync means we are making some two different places, we are anything updated from any place, it will mutually update in two places. That is how the sync concept will be. The same like, let's say for example, we have a document library. So if any document added to the document library, that will be synced with our desktops. So if anything I want to add into document library, I simply place some file or folder in my desktop, it will automatically update it into the document library in the server. That is how the Liferay sync is an application. It will making sync between the document libraries and desktop. like for example the custom field concept. The custom field is nothing but, for example, Liferay have implemented lots of application, as I said, am I right? There is, for example, let's say user application. So user application, there are initially they've thought of like there is a user fields like first name, last name, and employee user designation is enough. This is how they thought it, and they implemented the user. So now you have one more field into the user. So that time you can we have a field concept called a custom field concept, so that you can create your own field to that particular object. Means in this is not any program, this is simply like as an admin you can go there and configure the things. This is how custom fields are one of the great feature in Liferay portal. And also like you want to create some feedback forms, or you want to create some uh, survey forms. Generally what will happen, we need to write some HTML forms and we need to submit those data into some. These are all about the developer how to need to take care. But in the Liferay we have a web forms application. As a person, end user or any admin then can create the forms as per his requirement by simply user interface having drag and drop tools. You can create the forms and you can publish the forms. Once as a end user go there and they can give the feedback, or they can fill the survey, they can submit, the data will be maintained one place, so that prospective person can view the data who has submitted the data. Same like dynamic data list. Dynamic data list is a kind of a concept like whenever, for example, I am creating some kind of a forms. In the drop down I want to display all the states. That is how I am creating some data list where I am injecting all this data. I can use it in the forms. That is how we can create some dynamic data list on the fly from the admin, so that we can create any data list and we can use it in the forms or wherever we require. It's like site template, page templates, and export and import features. Like site template means, for example, the same kind of because generic features. For example, I am a person, I'm giving the school sites. So each school have some specific generic features. So that like that, what I'm doing is I'm creating some site template. I'm making all generic features and I can arrange things and I made it as a site template. Whenever I'm going to create a new school, I inherit those site template, so that all the generic features will be already, it will be available in the new school. Instead of creating from the scratch, the site template already we designed and those will be incorporated into the newly created site, so that lots of work will be reduced to do from the scratch instead of doing from the scratch. The same like more of the site template is for whole site, the page template for individual pages. For example, there is a contact us page for every site. So instead of I am creating for contact us page for every site, so I simply create some page template. I am adding some contact us related form or using web form and all. So I am using that site page template. Wherever I need in the other sites, I simply creating page. I select this. I use this page template. Like export and import concept. This is more of like to make the work easy to move one environment to other environment, so that we are using export. For example, I am creating a site and local environment. I want to move it to the something like some testing environment or dev environment. That time simply like I can export the entire application or entire portal, and then I can import into the other environments. This is how export import features will be useful. So like as I said, like Liferay portal is ready to use applications. Means we can simply deploy. As soon as we deploy it and install, we can use that application, because I said like we have lots of features, more than 80 plus portlets, and also that we can use immediately, we can use ready to use web applications. And also like Liferay portal, they thought of initially, they thought of like we have these many generic features and these many business needs, they implemented the features. But you are going to install your portal for your organization or your use. So there is all generic features may not be suitable, or all the features which are implemented in Liferay it's not fit for your environment or your needs. So that you need to customize or extend the portal. So that Liferay have given the very good easy mechanism to customize and extending the portal, so that you can change the behavior of existed behavior, or you want to create new features, or you can to add your own features to the portal, you can add new, extend the portal. That is how Liferay portal giving that flexibility, we can add or extending the portal. SaaS based model. What is SaaS based model? The SaaS based model is like there is a one time installation or one time setup box, but it will be used, or it will be available to the many people. Like for example, Liferay is a single portal. One time I should install, but I can create the multiple sites I am giving to the multiple people. Means I am providing the software as a service. Means generally, if I take any web application, school, assume like I am developing school management system. If anybody asking, the school X is asking, I need to go there and I need to install the web application in X. The same thing, if Y school asking, again I need to go there install into the Y. This is how my software should be installed in the many places. So when they really think, if I have thousands of clients, I have thousands of installation, assume like how much cost it should, how much maintenance fees, and if I get any errors, how many places I need to change. If I want to upgrade it, how many places I need to upgrade it. So I assume this is how, this is lots of effort should be put and lots of cost is there. Assume like there is a one software which is available to 1,000 schools from one place. Then think it like one time installation, one time hosting, and one time upgradation and all. So we can reduce the lots of cost. That is how software as service is model. Like in the software model, there is a one software we can make available to the multiple places or multiple people. So same like Liferay is a SaaS based model, so that we can deploy portal into one place, we can create many sites, so that each site they feel it like their own site. That is called a SaaS based model. So like robust community, means if any software which is going to get popular or going to use more, means we need many supporting people from the technically or else any user perspective or admin perspective. So like that way Liferay have, there is a robust community, so that the people can quickly answer, quickly solve your problems. And Liferay also open source portal, so that any person can download the source code and install in local, and they can customize or extend or add in new feature. That is how they are free of cost, we can use this software. Apart from this community edition, we are also having enterprise edition portlet, so that we can get commercial license, we can use enterprise edition. So enterprise edition we might get many features than community edition, obviously. So this is a big portal, there are lots of users into the portal and many features, and because we need some kind of certain mechanism to access, to minimize the access, or decide the scope of access. Right? For that reason they implemented permission systems and security mechanism, so that it will make this kind of authorization and some kind of authentication or things. For example, security, they are implementing CSRF concept to reduce the vulnerabilities and all, and also single sign-on with like certificates, like trusted certificate implementation and all already there. And as I said, like Liferay portal can support multiple server environment and operating systems. That is how we can deploy into any operating system and any servers.